Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is April 30th, 2025, and what a match that we just witnessed in the semifinals of the Champions League, where Barcelona drew 3-3 against Inter Milan at home. This is the post-match live analysis. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and this is the Barca News post-match live analysis where we analyze Barcelona matches as soon as they end. I usually do read the comment section, but I do apologize. Today, I am in a hurry. I just finished work, and now I have to go and do a meeting at 7 p.m. I have to be in that meeting around 55 minutes, so I have to finish this really quickly. I won't be reading the comments, but nonetheless, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment once the stream is over. That way I can read them afterwards on my way back home. But anyways, let's get straight into the match because, ladies and gentlemen, we just watched one hell of a match. Probably the most entertaining match in the entire knockout stages of the 2024-2025 Champions League, where Barcelona drew 3-3 against Inter Milan. And to me, this was a match worthy of a final. For me, this was a final that was played a little bit too premature, and that's exactly what I expected. I said that Inter Milan would probably be the toughest opponent that Barcelona would face during this Champions League, and that's exactly how it played out, and it was one hell of a show. But don't get it twisted. It wasn't one hell of a show because of what Inter Milan did. It was one hell of a show because of what Barcelona did, because this Barcelona team, Hansi Flick's Barcelona team, is incredibly entertaining team to watch. The most entertaining team to watch in that entire world, because it's a team that risks everything. It's a team that constantly attacks, create chances, score goals, and that, of course, does leave them exposed in the back, which then allows other teams to score against us. That's what happened today, where Inter Milan scored 3 goals. But again, this match was entertaining thanks to Barcelona. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Barcelona DNA in action, because as I explained in previous videos, a Barca DNA, a lot of people don't know what it is. They think it's tiki-taka, short passes, first touch passes, Pep Guardiola. No, it's none of that. Barca DNA can be summed up pretty easily. It's winning matches by putting on a show, where it doesn't matter. Winning is not the only thing that matters, but it's how you win, as opposed, for example, how Real Madrid win, right? Real Madrid have a different philosophy. Their philosophy is win at all costs. It doesn't matter if they play better, they play worse, if it's horrible, if it's beautiful, it doesn't matter. They just care about winning, whether it's 1-0 or whatever it is, they just want to win. Barcelona DNA, pretty simple. Winning matters, but also how you win. You want to win by putting on a spectacle, by entertaining the fans, and well, that's exactly what we've been seeing with Hansi Flick. Because just like Johan Cruyff said, I'd rather win 5-4 than 1-0. That's exactly what Hansi Flick has been doing. And how do you win 5-4? Well, by risking it all, by attacking, creating chances. And yes, it might leave you exposed, but at the end of the day, what's important is outscoring your opponent, which unfortunately today did not happen, but nonetheless, incredibly entertaining match. 3-3 in a match where, honestly, I'm not mad, because not only was the match entertaining, but I think Barcelona were far superior to Inter Milan. I think we dominated every facet of the game. We dominated the ball possession. We created chance after chance. We scored 3 goals, which could have been probably 6 goals, because there were 2 posts that Lamine Yamal hit. There was a clear shot by Ferran Torres that was missed. There was a clear one by Dani Olmo that was missed. This could have easily been 6 goals for Barcelona. Luck wasn't on our side. We only scored 3. And as far as Inter Milan, I think 2 corner kicks really cost us, which was lack of concentration from the defense, something that we need to work on. But overall, I think Barcelona were a much better team than Inter Milan. And yes, a draw sucks. I would have rather won. But honestly, going to Milan, I'm not worried. I think this Barcelona has what it takes to defeat Inter Milan. We saw it today. The team were far superior. They dominated Inter Milan. They created chances. They scored goals. They missed some chances. And again, 2 corner kicks punished us. If we can work on that, I think we can have a better result in Milan. Now, don't get me wrong. We could still go to Milan and lose, but I'm not worried because I see a team that's able to compete. This was not a match that ended in a draw, and I was like, oh my God, that was really close. Oof. Ooh, Inter Milan really had the best of us. Not at all. That's not what I saw, and that's why I say I'm not mad at a result. Not only was I incredibly entertained, but I saw a Barcelona that was far superior to Inter Milan. And not to mention, I think next week we're going to be better. By next week, the players should be more rested. Remember, we just played a Copa del Rey final where the players had to play 2 extra halves and only rested 4 days, or what, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I guess 3 half days, not even 4 full days. If Hansi Flick rotates this weekend in La Liga like he did against Mallorca, where he rests all of the starters, I think these players are going to be much more rested with 6 days of rest versus 3 days of rest. And of course, with not having had to play 2 extra halves today like they did against Real Madrid. That's the number one why I think Barcelona should be better next week. The second reason is we could have Balde back. We've seen how much we've missed Balde, because without Balde, we really don't have that attacking punch on the left side. And that only leaves our right side, which of course, the team becomes, not balanced, right? Imbalanced, because all the attacks are coming from the right side. And finally, the third point, I think if there's anything we've learned from Hansi Flick during the season, is that Hansi Flick is a tactician. Hansi Flick is really good learning from his opponents and then coming up with ways to how to overcome what he's seen. We've seen that time and time again in halftimes, right? First half, team is struggling. They go into halftime. Hansi Flick makes switches. They come back second half. Barcelona win. So I think Hansi Flick next week, I'm sure he's going to find a way to adjust his tactics to make Barcelona better, be able to overcome Inter Milan's defense even better than they did today. And he'll find a way to do a better job of stopping Inter Milan's counterattacks. So I think next week we should be better tactically, more rested, and hopefully Alejandro Balde will be back. And then again, given today's dominance, I am not worried that Barcelona cannot compete in Milan. I have full trust in this team. Now, as far as the match itself, it was one hell of a match. Every goal was an incredible goal, starting with Marcos Thuram's heel goal. That was absolutely amazing. Then came Dumfries' goal. That goal was also absolutely nuts. And Barcelona were down 0-2. And I have a friend who texts me. He's like, Mo, what are we going to do now? What are we supposed to do? I'm like, nothing. There's nothing to do. We're just going to play, score goals, and mount a comeback like we've done this season time and time again, like we did against Real Madrid in a Copa del Rey final, like we did against Celta Vigo, like we did against Atletico Madrid, like we did against Benfica, like we did against Dortmund. Time and time again, this team has shown that they are resilient, that this team has that fighting spirit, that fighting mentality, that champion winning mentality where they are unfazed. Barcelona were down 0-2. And the players were unfazed. They were playing like they were up 5-0. They were playing like they would tie. They were absolutely unfazed. So I was not worried whatsoever. And lo and behold, Lamine Yamal decides to put the whole team on his back. And for Madridistas to say, oh, Lamine Yamal doesn't really score, Lamine Yamal scores. What he does is he saves those goals for important matches, whether it be Spain versus France in the semifinal of the Euros or today in the Champions League semifinal, which, by the way, was his 100th match at 17 years old. He's already played 100 professional matches with Barcelona in first division, and today he put on one hell of a masterclass. Today, a 17-year-old, a child, showed us what a championship mindset looks like, because he got that ball and he's like, guys, don't worry, I got this. He did what Messi used to do in his prime, grabbed the ball, dribbled, three defenders, shot it, put us on 2-1. And then the second goal, also a beautiful cross from Pedri into the box. Rafinha heads it into the penalty spot, and there was Ferran Torres to push it in. Barcelona 2, Inter Milan 2. We go to the halftime. We come out. We saw a little bit of an improved version of Inter Milan because they figured, hey, if we just keep doing what we're doing, we're going to end up losing 4-2. So they started attacking more. They advanced their lines a little bit more. And then it comes Inter Milan's third goal, again from a corner kick. Again, the defense falls asleep. But then that absolute banger from Rafinha, who ended up counting as his own goal, but nonetheless, beautiful set play, which, by the way, people say, oh, Barcelona don't really do set plays. Well, today Barcelona showed us different, because that was an absolutely beautiful set play from the corner. Lamine Yamal faking like he's going for it, leaving it to Rafinha. Rafinha with that absolute missile. And then it's tied 3-3. Inter Milan did score a goal, which ended up being an offside, so we got a little bit saved. But also Barcelona had so many chances that we could have converted. So many times we hit the post. But again, beautiful match, incredibly entertaining match. this team is the most entertaining team to watch in the world. And also this team is incredibly resilient, where it doesn't matter what the scoreline is. They continue doing what they know how to do. They continue playing like they know how to play. And today, honestly, sure, a draw is not the most ideal thing. I would have preferred a win, but nonetheless, I'm not mad. I saw an incredibly entertaining match. I saw Barcelona that was very dominant, and I think I can feel confident about our chances going into Milan. Anyways, that is all I have to say. By the way, yesterday PSG defeated Arsenal 0-1. We'll see what they do in the second half. That also still wide open, just like our semifinal still wide open. Hopefully Barcelona will do some tactical changes, improve. The players will hopefully rest if Flick ends up rotating this weekend. And then hopefully we'll have Balde back next week and we'll see a better result. And hopefully Barcelona will make it through the final. But I do want to hear you guys' thoughts about this match. Let me know in the comment section. Again, I'm not reading the comments right now because I do have to go. Unfortunately, I do have a meeting. I just finished work. I have a meeting that starts in 45 minutes. So I got to get ready. I got to leave and go there. But I will be uploading a news video later tonight. So stay tuned to the channel. And again, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, these